Hey everybody, happy Friday. It's Jamin with Keene Point of View, the best intersection of gay issues, politics, and Christianity on the web ever. This week in Christian news, House stenographer Diane Reedy, whatever, she's probably dead now, launched into a tirade during the final House vote on Wednesday night to end the government shutdown. She said, "God will not be mocked. The greatest deception here is that this is not one nation under God. It never was. The Constitution would not have been written by Freemasons. They go against God. You cannot serve two masters. Praise be to God." Was she ranting, or was she trying to give us inside information that she discovered while working on Capitol Hill? The world may never know, because she was escorted from the House meeting and taken to a hospital for evaluation, which means she's probably fish food at the bottom of the Potomac right now. So rest in peace, Diane. May God be with your family. For anyone who may be watching from that particular group, we cool, right? We cool? Okay. Please forgive me, Jesus. In political news, as I mentioned, the federal government shutdown is now over. The shutdown was about defunding, dismantling, and overturning Obamacare. Then it wasn't about Obamacare. Then it was about the debt. Then it wasn't about the debt, but all about Obamacare. Then it was about the government just being too big and needing President Obama and the Democrats to negotiate, even though they've been negotiating a lot over the last 4 years. And the Republicans still said no, even to their own ideas. But in the end, government employees are getting back pay for being furloughed, unless you're hourly or a contractor who is laid off because of it. That sucks. Obamacare is gaining in popularity, even though it has glitches galore online. Ted Cruz raised a lot of money for conservative groups and political action committees, even as his personal popularity declines as more people learn about him in America. And finally, Obamacare is still the unamended and funded law of the land. So, what did we get out of this? We all know that the Republicans fought hard but couldn't win this fight because they effectively showed the flaws in Obamacare, and we'll highlight that over the next coming months, and how Democrats and President Obama are the real intransigents because they refuse to negotiate. They refuse to agree to a delay in a law that's been passed, funded, upheld by the Supreme Court, and essentially ratified in the polls in 2 presidential elections. That's how the GOP is spinning it now, by the way, if you didn't catch that. Look, America, do not forget this, okay? I know we forget stuff, but don't forget this. 2014 is right around the corner. Register to vote. Vote these people out in 2014, and do not vote for any Republicans, especially Tea Party Republicans, because my goodness. Also, congratulations to Newark Mayor Cory Booker, who won his Senate race and now is the first black senator since Barack Obama was elected in 2004 to represent a state in Congress. In gay news, Dan Savage appeared recently on The View and said that he is in an open marriage with his husband, and that if people were more honest with each other about sexual expectations in a marriage, there would be more open relationships and less cheating, because you could guard against it, because there's basically an agreement and understanding about sexual activity when you enter into the marriage. Dan said that data shows that cheating happens, but it's lessened with open relationships or something like that. Listen, I've known a lot of people to be in open relationships, and most of them have been unhappy. Very few claim to be happy. Very few are happy and say it works for them. It's not for everybody, but I've known a lot of people in them, and they don't seem happy because one partner's happy because they're the one that's sexually active and the other one is not. And they always have to have a third person there to have sex with each other. So I get what Dan is saying, and scientifically, to support his data, I guess it makes sense. However, I thought that the goal of a marriage was that you chose to stay faithful, even though you probably want to have sex with people outside of your marriage. And personally, for me, if I've invested a lot of time in you and emotion and my heart into you, probably up to 99%, and now you're going to share intimate moments and orgasms with someone else, we all gonna die up in this hole. For Dan's argument, I mean, he has a point, but to suggest that everyone consider being open because of the percentages of faithful to unfaithful marriages when it may not be for them. Having a conversation may be helpful, but having a conversation may also mean that you don't get married. It just seems one-sided and short-sighted, and I feel that Dan often does that with a lot of the views that he has. He doesn't take other views into consideration, or I don't know. Anyway, so gay men, have at it, engage in a giant gay sex web where everyone is connected to everyone else's penis, with some wedding bands thrown in for good measure. Maybe, I don't know. Once again, this is Jamin with Keene Point of View, the best intersection of gay issues, politics, and Christianity ever. This week on the blog, KeenePointofView.com, there are no blog updates because I was on amazing vacation. I was on vacation, a much needed vacation, so I didn't snap and break people in half. It was a very restful vacation. I went to San Francisco, Vancouver, Seattle, and Los Angeles to visit family and friends, and I only did one touristy-like thing in each city because I was there to visit people I love and eat and drink and be merry. Regular blogging will return next week, Lord willing, and I think I'm going to start recapping Preachers of LA off of Oxygen because that show, I've seen one episode and it's a doozy of a show. Once again, happy Friday. Thank you for watching. Happy weekend. Tell your friends about the blog and the video blog here. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel here. Links to my blog, Facebook fan page, and Twitter page are below. Have a great weekend and take care. And happy homecoming, Virginia Union University.